Let's see what Bing has in store for us today. Today's picture says, on the route of the waterfalls. Aguyan waterfall near Baños de Agua Santa, Ecuador. To see or not to see? Are you getting enough vitamin C? These foods will fill your quota. There's lots of fruits and vegetables on here. Pretty sure vitamin C helps prevent scurvy, so it's a good thing. Next, daily poll. Pick your preference and see how you compare. Which would be harder to live without, a cell phone or a computer? Well, I use a computer a lot, but I also use a cell phone a lot, and I actually use a cell phone for communication, so I'd say a cell phone would be more difficult, although if they get more online apps for texting and more video calls through companies, I think that would help. Get ABC. Bing homepage quiz. This waterfall is called El Paildon del Diablo. What's that mean? Of the devil? No? The Devil's Waterfall, the Devil's Cauldron, or the Diabolical Falls. I'm gonna say the Devil's Waterfall. That's good. But I like the stairs in the picture. The Devil's Cauldron. Let's see what this says. It's really the Aguyan waterfall, but most call it El Pailon del Diablo, the Devil's Cauldron, as the Pastaza River flows down from the high Andes and into the Amazon jungle. It's forced through a narrow channel that concentrates its power like a firehouse. The rolling torrent then shoots over the edge of this mountain, plunging 200 feet into a cauldron-shaped pool below. Which of these is true of Ecuador? First country to legalize marijuana, first country to reach carbon neutrality, first country to give rights to nature. My guess is that the only country to reach carbon neutrality is that country I can't remember the name of, who uses a happiness index instead of GDP as their country's measurement. They actually have a carbon surplus or something along those lines. Rights to nature, I don't know. There could be countries that do that. So I think legalize marijuana sounds more something that I would guess. So I'll guess that. Oh, give rights to nature. One of the world's most biodiverse countries, Ecuador, in 2008 adopted a new constitution that recognizes the inalienable rights of nature to exist and flourish, and it provides protections that have teeth. The system requires the government to repair any damage done to natural ecosystems. Hopefully this will help protect Ecuador's tremendous wildlife, including the many species of the Galapagos Islands, which belong to Ecuador, and such rare curiosities as the Pinocchio lizard and the punk rock rain frog. I had no idea that the Galapagos Islands belonged to one country. I probably would have guessed the UN was in control. About what time will the sun set tonight in Quito, Ecuador's capital? In Quito, Ecuador's capital. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or 8 o'clock? Well, Ecuador being, I assume, near the equator, that doesn't really help me right now because that takes a lot of thinking. But since our clock goes in 12s, I will guess 6 o'clock. The nation is officially called República del Ecuador, literally Republic of the Equator, and the center of its capital city, Quito, lies just 16 miles south of that imaginary line. This means the sun rises and sets pretty close to 6 o'clock every day of the year. In 1978, Quito was named one of the first UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Sites, thanks in part to its beautifully preserved historic center. That's pretty awesome. Oh, I only got 1 out of 3. Oh well, it was pretty fun anyway. Let's see where we're at. Oh good, I kept my streak. I forgot to check yesterday. Day 50. See you later.